nice and tight.
Okay, stuntman, I think we're good to go, bud.
3, 2, 1. Good afternoon, it's Stuntman Steve at West Coast Authentic here in Kelowna, British Columbia, Canada. The place to be when it comes to VIPs who come in here and sign and do autographs and have a little time, a little one-on-one, a little interview session with yours truly, Stuntman Steve. I am beside a man that we love big time here in Canada. You know him, you love him also. His matches on MCC or MMA, pardon me, and UFC, and that cage fight, which is unbelievable. You know him, you love him. Put your hands together for Rory MacDonald. How you doing? Ouch, what a grip. How you doing? So I want you to just sit back and relax and have some fun. Take a break when we're signing some autographs here. First of all, you're 24 years old, born in Quesnel. And residence now is all the way across in Montreal?
Yeah, that's where I'm training full time.
That's where you're training full time. Now you also have a connection here in Kelowna to a gym here. What's that gym?
Yeah, well that's where I started my MMA career, training out of Toshido MMA. With David Lee.
Excellent.
So I come back as much as possible and I train with the guys here. And it's just like old times.
It's just like old times. I got to ask you something. You know, I've had the great pleasure with the team here at West Coast Authentic to interview some incredible people. You were a real delight to do my research on. I really was amazed at your dedication when you first started your first bouts, and now going into finding out that you're now ranked as of March 19th, number 2. Is that correct?
Yep.
What do you think of that? Ranked number 2 here. UFC, I tell you. One of the fun questions I like to kind of have fun, and you know, we like to talk about some stats. What is your traditional meal before a bout? Like you had a fight February 22nd, I think, in Las Vegas, correct? Walk us through like an average morning. Okay, I got a bout later on that evening. What's Rory's routine like?
Well, the day before, you know, you're cutting weight to make your weight, so you're dehydrating and not eating, so you're pretty hungry. So a lot of it is just getting your nutrients back, like a lot of water, a lot of electrolytes. But the morning of the fight, most of that's already back in your system after weigh-ins. So, you know, just your regular healthy breakfast through your training camp that I've been doing, you know, like egg whites, maybe some fruit and things like that. Nothing crazy.
Yeah, talk about nothing crazy. Could you imagine? I wouldn't even think about having a spaghetti dinner, knowing that guys are going to be pounding on me. Oh my God, I would make a mess, and I'm talking a bad mess. So that's good that you kind of keep that low food so you don't upchuck. Have you ever had a situation where you're kind of like been fighting a guy and some guy goes, and out comes a hot dog or something?
No, I was a little bloated before one of my fights because I couldn't resist eating before the fight. So.
Well, you see by my figure, that I have to eat. Yeah. But you guys, you're about what, 6 foot, 170? What are you about?
I fight at 170. I'm about 200 pounds regularly.
So okay, so we had our match and everything, and unbelievable. You win. You had a win on that one. Excellent. Look how casual you are. So casual when you have a win. When he has a win, it's just unbelievable. Do you know? I couldn't believe when I was doing the research about submissions. You had about 6 submissions in your career, something like that.
I have no idea.
Well, I did some research. You know what? No, I'll tell you something. You had about 6 submissions. Yeah. You had 16 wins, 16 KOs, which is just unbelievable. What goes through your mind when you're in that bout and you're in it and you're sweating, you're exhausted, and all of a sudden you make that connection and you get that knockout?
It's a thrill. It's a big thrill. It's you know, you're nervous going into the fight. You know, it's trying to control your nerves and your fears. So it's a thrill. You know, it's what I live for.
That's what you live for. Parents, you got a good home base of family and friends. They keep you centered, yes?
Yeah, of course. You know, it's just away from training. You know, my regular life with them is great. You know?
So you're just an Schmo. You're just when you come to the dinner table and your mom and dad and their friends, you're just not like Rory, like second rank. You're just oh, here's Rory.
Oh, they spoil me with the food, you know, stuff like that. But no, it's just regular family.
What else do you do, like, other than keeping yourself fit? Do you play some hockey? Do you play baseball? Do you go golfing? What else does Rory do?
I golf sometimes. I play other sports just like casually when I can. But most of the time it's my sport, you know, just martial arts and training for that.
Excellent. A couple more quick questions. What is the funniest thing you've signed? And remember, we are in a family show, so don't get too crazy on me. What's the funniest thing? Because we had a lady in here just recently, and some of the people just bring in their different parts of clothing and gloves and everything. Like, you've got such a huge fan base.
I can't remember right now.
You can't. Probably something very weird.
I almost got to sign a baby.
An infant?
Yeah, but it was just their clothes.
This is a first. I've done a lot of interviews with some great sports personalities and stuff like that. So an infant, that's a curveball. The clothes,
yeah.
Not actually pull it up and then, yeah, because right, that can be kind of weird, Here's the baby and here's Rory's signature. Yeah, it would be kind of. So are you a little bit injured? Like what condition are you in now?
I'm pretty good. Obviously I have my bumps and bruises today.
Yeah, you got something going on over here.
That's just training.
That's just training.
Yeah.
See, I'd cry my eyes out. I couldn't even begin to do a minute of your training. Anyways,
yeah,
I just
for everyone.
So everyone's talking about this before we close it off here at West Coast Authentic here in Kelowna, British Columbia, Canada. Hendrik, everybody's after the titles. I was doing some more research. There's a bunch of them that are after it. I got to tell you, out of all the others, Lombard, the rest of them, what I was really intrigued about is that the whole community of MMA and UFC match you as the best matchup for the Hendrik, future Hendrik. What do you think about that? That's a really incredible vote of confidence to say, yeah, our best bet is on this guy, our Canadian own. I'm so proud of you right now.
Yeah, well,
how do you feel about that?
It's great. Canadian fans are some of the most supportive and intense fans in the MMA world. So it's great to be a part of it, and having their support behind me. It's been great, and it might just launch me into a title position. So
and that's the whole goal. If with your injuries and you're feeling a bit better now, what is your ideal destination to take that shot and go forward?
What date?
Yeah, what date are you looking at later on this year? Or?
Johnny's hurt at the moment, and he's had two hard fights back to
right.
back. So it's basically on his schedule, and if the UFC matches me up with him, or if I have to fight before that, so I really am waiting and patiently and seeing where I'm going to land next.
So that's got to keep you in top condition too, because that call could come at any time, right?
Yeah, of course. I'm always training. I mean, I only took a day off before I was back in the gym.
What, are you crazy? You took a day off? No, I'm only kidding. Of course, I couldn't even. I take years off, let alone a day off. So that's great. Well, listen, I can't tell you what an awesome treat. It's been an absolute delight. You've been a perfect host here, and been very gracious. And I'm seeing people are signing autographs, and you're really. Really a wonderful, proud Canadian. We're very, very proud of you. I got to tell you something. I had the honor of a couple of months ago interviewing Bonner and Griffin, and those guys kept me hopping. You kept it nice and level, and you intimidated me, which is the best part, because I'm not easily intimidated. I may not have the physique, but I don't intimidate too well. So.
Okay.
All right. Listen, let's put our hands together here. This is an awesome time. Rory MacDonald here at West Coast Authentic. West Coast Authentic. You've got to check us out on our website and our Facebook. We got tons more interviews coming up each and every week and month. You just check us out. Make sure you check us out and like us on Facebook. Check out our website. Once again, let's put our hands together. You know him, you love him, our Canadian, Rory MacDonald. Thanks, Rory. Ouch! You were awesome.